Egyptian President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi shocks the Biden administration with very strong words. Okay, he says the action of Israel has exceeded the right to self-defense and it has turned into a collective punishment. So what Israel is doing right now is not self-defense anymore. It has turned into a collective punishment. Very straightforward. What's up, everybody? I hope you're doing good. It's a beautiful day. Thank you very much for stopping by. It's very green today. Look at that. Green, green, green. I look good in green, right? Thank you so much for coming by. Please click on the button subscribe if this is your first time. I'm sure we're going to love each other. We're one big family. It's a beautiful day today. Very sunny, but I can't show you. Maybe next time I'll do that. Okay, so we are in Egypt right now. We're talking about Israel. The president of Egypt is not like other people, okay? So basically, the United States sent Anthony Blinken to those presidents, nearing Israel to go discuss. The goal is to prevent the war from Israel to become a broader war. Obviously, when Israel is beating on his friend, those people's friend could get into the war. This has happened in the past, okay? Where many other countries got involved, it became a bigger war. So America is trying to prevent that situation from reoccurring. That's why they sent Anthony Blinken to go talk to these other countries, ask them not to get involved. Because if they get involved, it's going to be a bigger war. But the Egyptian president, unlike many other presidents from various Arab countries Anthony Blinken had visited, was very straightforward.
The current crisis is colossal and went beyond self-defense and turned into collective punishment against the Gaza Strip, where 2.3 million Palestinians live. In fact, what happened 9 days ago was serious and extremely difficult. There is no doubt about this, and we unequivocally condemn it. But wrath and hatred have been accumulating for more than 40 years in the absence of any horizon to resolve the Palestinian cause that gives hope to the Palestinians. One may question if this prospect is appropriate now, instead of putting an end to the current crisis. However, it is essential to build on our efforts and actions to prevent the development of this crisis from spilling over into the Middle East region. We are doing our best first to contain the situation and prevent other parties from joining the conflict. We must act strongly and resolutely to ease tension and facilitate the entry of aid to the besieged Gaza Strip, which faces a shortage of water, electricity, and fuel. Now they face a bread crisis.
He said, okay, so Israel has the rights to self-defense. Obviously, what's happened in Israel is unacceptable. The killing of innocent people who were just having a good time, enjoying themselves, it's unacceptable. Okay, nobody likes that. Absolutely not. It should be reprimanded with the harshest way possible. However, what Israel is doing and continuing to do right now has exceeded the right to self-defense. It has turned into a collective punishment. Why does he say this? We know there's a big difference between Hamas and Palestinian people. Palestinians are not Hamas. Hamas are maybe Palestinians, but Palestinians are not Hamas. Hamas is a military group of Palestinians that is categorized as terrorists by the United Nations and Europe. These people supposedly, according to them, protect Palestinians, and they are perceived as the enemy of Israel. They are the people that hit Israel. They are the people that did the damage in Israel. They destroyed the wall. They hurt people. They took hostages. And Israel acted in self-defense, bombarding spaces where they deemed was occupied by Hamas. But as time has gone, many things have occurred. Palestine, the entirety of the Gaza Bank doesn't have electricity. They don't have food. They don't have water. They don't have supplement for medication. That becomes very difficult of a conversation. If the goal is to punish Hamas, who's within you, then shouldn't we focus on Hamas, only Hamas, and not necessarily bombing various places, hoping it catches Hamas? Because the bottom line is millions of people who are innocent are also being victims of what's happening. Now, the other issue is an ex-Israeli diplomat made a comment on television about where he wants people of Palestine to move to. Okay, so you're pushing the people of Palestine. You want them to go somewhere. He was told that there are many refugees. Many people are crying. They have done nothing. They are victims of the bombardment. They are victims of the missiles and the rockets. They are victims of the heat. Where are they going to go? He made a very interesting comment.
Okay, very, I mean, this is thought out. It's not something that we tell them, go to the beaches, go drown yourselves, God forbid. Not at all. The idea is for them to leave over to the open areas where we and the international community will prepare the infrastructure, tent cities with food and with water. You know what? Just like for the refugees of Syria.
Wow. Okay. So they must leave the country to go to a different place where they're going to put a tent city. So city filled with tent. They're going to leave their houses and go live in tent in some desertic area because Hamas has to be punished. Let's go back. The war is against Hamas. It's not the Palestinian people. Palestinian people are being hit because civilians are being hit as well. Youngsters, girls, women, elderly people are being victims. But this diplomat says the goal is well thought of. They must push, they must go to the desert where we're going to create tent cities for them. We're talking about Palestinians. They must leave their houses and go live in tents in the desert. Does not make any sense. But in the meantime, the desert is towards Egypt. So they must leave their country, their home, and go to Egypt and live in tent because we are hitting Hamas. Or alternatively, they could just stay in their homes, right? Why should they leave their homes and go live in desert, in tent cities? Permanent tent cities, permanent refugees in a foreign country. And this is the reason why the Egyptian president has blocked entry, okay? You've seen many places, Western media saying the Egyptians have blocked their border. They're not letting Palestinians go through.
There is no sign that the Egyptian side is open.
Egypt is refusing to provide a safe corridor for any Palestinian refugees looking to flee Gaza.
So first of all, secondly, if I may, Egypt is not refusing to provide safe passage.
And so still, unfortunately for the people there, no movement there.
And they're being corrected. The Egyptians have not blocked the border. I mean, even if they have blocked the border, why should you as a normal country let people who are in their country within their right to leave their country to come stay in my country, millions of people, if they can stay in their country? Doesn't make sense, right? So the bottom line here is the Egyptian president was very straightforward. He didn't mush his word. Sometimes you say things just to please people. Okay, after all, you're America. I can't say no to what you say. I actually should just agree with you. He said, okay, I agree with you. Let's work together to get a solution to this. Because the bottom line is people are suffering. We need to bring aid, humanitarian aid, that is not reaching Palestine. We understand what Hamas has done is wrong. It's absolutely wrong. Taking people's life or anybody's life, whichever, doesn't matter where it comes from. Taking innocent life is wrong. It's also wrong to take Palestinians' life who are innocent. In the same token, we need to treat every human being to the same level and punish the people that do wrong. Those are the people that need to be punished. You can't punish everybody for the mistake of a few people. Let me know how you feel about this. I feel like this is a very strong position by the Egyptian president. Speaking out loud, his mind. I know many people are not able to do that. Many people are hypocrites. It's like you really think that something is wrong, but you don't have the courage or the guts to express yourself. I think what separates men in many things, it's the courage of being themselves. Being a man, it's also being oneself. Be you. Be able to express your feelings and your opinions without necessarily being scared of being bashed or insulted or, cancelled or anything. You should be able to express yourself and speak out your values, your ideas. If you firmly believe in something, you should be able to express yourself. Isn't that freedom of speech as well? The Egyptian president is not afraid. He's ready. And I think it makes sense. Let me know if this makes sense to you. How do you feel about this? It's always a pleasure to read from you. God bless.